Welcome to Scott's Music Cave. I'm here with Joel Gordon today. I'm Scott Reed, and we are going to talk about Saxophone Christmas in Kansas City. Is that what you call it?
Yes, Kansas City Saxophone Christmas. Yes,
All right.
KC Saxophone Christmas.
So, I don't really know anything about it, and I went into this video on purpose like that. And so, I'm going to have a lot of questions, and actually, if you just want to start and tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we started this a year ago. I direct a youth saxophone ensemble here in Kansas City based in the Northland, and our first year we were trying to recruit more students, and we had a Bring a Friend Day, and only 3 kids showed up. And so one of the kids in our ensemble said, hey, I used to live up in the Quad Cities in Iowa, and we did this thing called Saxophone Christmas where, 50 or so people would show up, in December and play Christmas carols, and it was a lot of fun. And the more we looked into it, I guess that Kansas City is kind of a hub of tuba Christmas. At one point there were like 800 tubas, in the same room playing Christmas music. So people are kind of familiar with the concept, but there's not too many saxophone Christmas around. There's a couple few throughout the Midwest. There's a big one in California. So we thought we would try it, and last year was our first year, and it was really successful. So excited for the second year coming up here.
I didn't realize last year was your first year.
Yeah.
And so what kind of music are you playing, and is it friendly for all levels of musicians?
So kind of our target audience is mostly high school and college age students is kind of the majority of people we get, but we've also had some middle schoolers, with maybe 1 or 2 years playing experience, and they've said it works pretty well. And then also some people that, maybe haven't played for 10 years that they find us or have a friend and are kind of hobbyists as well. So the music is appropriate, mostly quarter notes and half notes, Christmas carols for anybody, and do just a little rehearsal the day of and then play the concert that evening. And so it's stuff that is pretty friendly for anybody. So
yeah, that sounds really fun. And if say like a beginner wanted to come, they would just, could they do that and get along okay?
Yeah, if they know most of their, couple few scales, usually the key signatures are pretty friendly, nothing crazy. But if people, are kind of on the fence, they can come and watch too, maybe, for the first year. Last year we had, I would say 300 or 400 people just come and watch, their friends or family that were on the concert, or come check it out, So if they're nervous about if they'd be ready for it, they can send us an email and look at the music, but also just come and check it out and watch it too.
Yeah, so you can get the music before you get there. Is that? And I have a QR code there. Can they scan that and get?
Yep, yeah. So it costs $10 to register to participate, and that helps us fund the event. And then, once we get everybody registered here, we usually send out the music kind of November. And so if people want to practice through it, but for most folks, they can get around it through the rehearsal. And stuff. But for sure. If there are some that want to kind of review some notes and things, then they'll have some time to do that. So
great. So December 15th is the Saxophone Christmas.
Yep.
And how do they register?
So they can register online, and I'll make sure we get like a link or something we can share, or they can register the day of at the event if they just want to bring $10 with them. But we'll be up at William Jewell College, which is up in Liberty, Missouri, and we're booking the whole gym, so we're going to spread out in a big space and hoping to get at least 150 people to come and show up. Yeah,
and so anyone from Kansas City, please come out, and if you want to come into town, there's lots of. It's within driving distance of a lot of towns, and it'll be really fun. Tell us who all is going to be there besides me. I'll be there. I think I'm just probably going to have a little table set up and offer some free repairs and checkups. Yeah. And then I know Will Peak, you said Will Peak's going to be there. Yeah, well, Will Peak there, as well as Heritage Music and Palin Music and BAC, bringing some of their horns and stuff for people to check out. As well as we have kind of a setup of, I know Dr. Landman from KU's coming to bring a booth, and Missouri State, and Brett Jackson from KCK, and had a pretty good lineup last year of different people that promoting schools and different programs and stuff. So really kind of a community event for saxophone players. Yeah, that's great. I'm friends with Brett and Jet. Yeah, so great. That'll be great to have them there, because they have some great programs right now. Yep. And I may end up bringing some saxophones to either show or that are offered for sale. It just depends on what my inventory looks like at the moment. Actually, I have a lot of mouthpieces too. So that would be cool. I'm sure people would love to check that out. It'd be nice to unload some of those. Yeah. People will be looking. If you're a saxophonist looking to buy yourself a Christmas present, that would be a great opportunity. So. Yeah, and Will have all of his custom accessories, and then plus, I'm sure, other stuff. I think last year he sold quite a few of the bell rings. Those are pretty popular nowadays, and he's working on some new thumb rests and stuff. So those will all
I think be there with some of his guys, and I think some of the bigger music companies will bring Yamaha horns and different brands of things to try.
Yeah, so it'll be a great opportunity for anyone just to, even if you're not interested in playing, just
Yeah.
to come out and see the booths
Yep.
and I mean I'll offer free checkups and quick adjustments as needed. So
Yeah,
it
that'd be great.
can't beat that.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure we'll be offering some stuff too. And
Yep. Yeah, I know. Last year, I think he brought a leak light and
Yeah.
kind of checked on, gave people some ideas of where they need
Yeah.
to go with their repair and stuff. So
it's hard to do a lot of stuff on the spot, but
at least give people an idea
Yeah.
of what they need to look at. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there'll be a rehearsal the day of at 4:00. And
Okay.
so that'll give everybody kind of a chance to figure out the lay of land, and then we'll take a little break at 5. And that'll give everybody a chance to look at all the booths and go
Okay.
around and meet people. And then at 6:00 is the concert. The
Okay.
concert itself will just be about 25 or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just playing down some Christmas carols. The goal of this is to make it kind of a social event for saxophonists, and isn't anything competitive or the music's not super hard, but almost like a reunion each year, where saxophone players can come together and see each other and look forward to, meeting some new people, but also seeing some old friends and stuff too.
Yeah,
So,
I love it. I've seen of course, the tuba Christmas, and I think they have a trombone Christmas.
they do,
And,
yep.
and it always looks so fun when you see the pictures on Facebook. And,
Yeah.
But I don't want to learn how to play trombone,
Right,
so I've
yeah.
never gone.
That's not why we're here.
So yeah, that's great. So, what type of music do you like to play?
Yeah, so with the youth saxophone ensemble, we try to program everything, so we'll transcribe, English band music or jazz music or contemporary saxophone
Yeah.
music. So I've always kind of been interested in a little bit in everything. With my own groups, I play mostly jazz music, and here in Kansas City, that's kind of the rite of passage, right? If you're a saxophonist, you have to be involved in the jazz world
Yeah.
at some point. But I like all kinds of music,
Okay.
as far as what I like to teach and like to play, but have a special soft spot, for jazz music growing up in Kansas
Nice,
City and playing
okay.
saxophone. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going off topic now because I'm interested. But
Yeah.
what kind of saxophone do you play?
So my alto I've had for almost 20 years now as a Custom Z. It was
Nice.
kind of the original,
Yeah.
82 Custom Z,
Yeah.
and that's been my road warrior for a long time. And then when I was in college, I got one of the Tenor Madness horns,
Okay.
which are the kind of the P Marriott setup. But I went up to Randy's house in Iowa
Yeah.
and went through it, and
Okay.
they were doing some different necks and had some in from Europe, and so they were able to kind of set up a custom deal. And so that's been my tenor setup for the last several years.
Yeah, those are nice horns. So Randy's house his shop is in his house.
Yeah, so he's up in Waterloo, Iowa,
Yeah.
which is northern Iowa area, and you just walk into his basement, and he's
Okay.
designing new prototype mouthpieces and saxophones.
Wow, cool.
Right there next to his kitchen, So yeah,
Yeah, you'd think I had been there by now, but
yeah.
I haven't been up there.
It's a
yet.
ways up there.
Yeah.
Surprisingly far, just one state away, but yeah, it's a ways up to Waterloo.
Well, I always look on his website because I need to buy more horns, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but there hasn't been anything that I've been ready to buy yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a really nice balanced action tenor. Right
Yes,
now
yeah,
that
they
I'm-
always have a good supply of kind of the Selmers and the Cons, but they also are working on, kind of their newer
Yeah.
horns and everything too. So
But when
Yeah.
it says call for a price, that usually means
got to take out a loan
they're
or something.
scared to put the price on the website. So that scares me. I did email them about it, but they didn't respond. So
Yeah. No,
So-
those are the ones that you gotta get some money or maybe sell some other things,
Yeah.
before you get one of those.
yeah, that's crazy how much money those balanced actions are bringing right now.
Yeah.
But they're fantastic. I used to play a balanced action tenor, and I sold it with the idea of eventually finding something nicer, and then
Yeah.
the prices have just gone crazy.
Yeah. No, the vintage Selmer horns have kept their value for
Yeah.
sure. So yeah, people are always looking for those.
So,
Yeah.
well, I will link all this information below, and then also we'll link the stuff to your youth group.
Perfect.
And then, because if anyone's interested in that would be really fun thing to do.
Yeah, I think, about half of the new students we have this year, and students come from all over, Blue Valley School District, Olathe School District, Raytown, not just the Northland. I think about half of them came to Saxophone Christmas last year kind of as their first thing, and met us, and then were interested in being in the group the next year. So it's a great promotional activity for us, and we start auditions in March for the next school year. And so if they come to Saxophone Christmas and have more questions, then they can find our email or our website and check out the information. So,
well, you had a great turnout last year for your first year, and so
yeah, we thought we'd have about 50 people. That the 20 kids in the youth ensemble would maybe each bring a friend or a teacher or something with them, and we had over 100. So we're going for 150 this year. That's the goal. We're already halfway there. We're in the 70s. So as of today, we're a couple months out still, but we're going for 150. The record supposedly is 228 in California.
Okay.
So we're not as far as we think from that. 220. It might take us a couple more years to build up to it, but yeah, it would be awesome to have someday over 200 people, playing in a giant saxophone ensemble. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, we can do it.
Yeah,
you can do it.
We'll get there. So yeah.
So all right, well thanks, Joel.
Awesome. Thanks for having me out.
Really fun. And thanks for watching. I'm Scott Reed. This is Joel Gordon, and this is Scott's Music Cave.